Greetings. If you're coming in, hopefully I'm on the right. Yes, I'm on the right channel. Okay, so the screen is black. Let me explain it. Let me explain what's going on for the people that will be on the replay. The screen is black because I started listening to the recording of what went on with sorry, I'm getting my device straightened out as I'm talking. So with this whole thing with this guy, what is his name? Damien Archette and the pastor. I started listening to the recording and to see what I heard. Hey, Granny McLeod. So I'm going to play the recording, and I wanted to play it with a live reaction. I stopped actually listening to it around 3 or 4 minutes in because I said, well, let me listen to it with everyone else and let's see what we hear. So I may be stopping it here and there, but I just wanted to see what we hear in this recording. So again, this is the recording. I think the daughters recorded it of whatever was going on between Mr. Archette and Pastor Regina. Okay, so here we go.
In front of a 10, 9, 5-year-old. We don't talk in front of a 19 and 17-year-old. Okay.
So I don't want to talk to Nathan.
Praise the Lord. Let's go have a conversation.
No.
Hey, no. Again, my children are here. Again.
Okay.
You're messing up.
How am I messing up?
So I'm just going to stop it real briefly. The reason why I want to do this is because Larry Reed, I normally don't say his name, but I'm going to say his name. Larry Reed on his community tab was asking his viewers, did they want him to do an interview with the couple, Mr. Archette and Pastor Regina, because the video was put out. And some of you may not know, and that's what I should have used as my thumbnail, that Instagram picture. But anyway, it is said that William tried to blackmail the gentleman, saying, hey, I got the video clip from your daughters. And he tried to get money from them, or he said he was going to play it. That's allegedly. I'm inclined to believe it. Hey, Sticks girls, thank you for coming in. I'm inclined to believe that William tried to blackmail the man. I kind of believe it. And then when I saw Larry Reed's post, I said, let me go listen to this recording, because I never really listened to it in detail all the way through. So the voices you hear right now is Mr. Archette, the one who is accused of domestic violence against his wife, and his wife, Pastor Regina. This is him. Basically, he's saying, I want to have a conversation with you. He's concerned because his children are there, and then her daughters, which is older than his children, they're also there. So I just wanted to set that up. Here we go. Hey, Nate.
Girls, are y'all in our conversation?
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I am.
Y'all are absolutely in our
I
conversation.
seriously don't care.
I'm ready to go.
I'm ready to go. Like, this is so annoying. I really don't care. I really don't care.
So let me go drop them off.
Go drop them off. They shouldn't be here.
No, they're here because it's serious.
Okay, go ahead. Talk. Let's talk. Let's talk serious. Great. Here they are. Let's talk serious.
No, because you don't want me to talk serious.
No. Please, let's talk serious.
Come on, girl. Stay still. You better be talking on my phone, baby.
Alright, dude, I'm gonna see you later. I'm tired. Listen, I gotta hit on my ain't trying to.
Damien, seriously, honest to God. Don't make me D. Seriously.
Babe.
Seriously. Because right now, what you're going to make me do, you're going to say
y'all
being too emotional.
Can I get some more?
Where y'all gonna move?
Outside.
They're going to say I'm being too emotional.
What are they gonna say?
I can get in the car. At least y'all get in the car.
Okay.
Hurry up and get in the car. No, leave the lights on. That's hurting me, D. Like, seriously.
Why you grabbing her?
Like, there's no need because we're going to talk.
Okay.
I'll be dead wrong.
Hold on again.
No, I'll be dead wrong.
Here we go again.
Dead wrong.
Here we go again.
Dead wrong if I say something though, right?
No. You can.
Okay, so what's up?
No.
What are you trying to
The
say?
thing, Jasmine, we already talked about that.
You can.
What's
You
up?
are.
You can.
Why you
Jay.
grabbing her?
Jay,
No, you
just
can.
get in the car.
You can.
Y'all get in the car.
Like, but you so ready to stop talking, get in the car too.
I'm going
Who cares?
to just get in
Like,
the car.
nobody
Dead wrong
cares.
about what?
If that's the case, don't bring us over here. If you're not gonna get, if you're not gonna get in the car too.
Absolutely.
Man, I feel like he nobody for all this.
Absolutely.
Care
What
about,
you
I really
said.
don't care about all this.
So far what I'm getting, and y'all can tell me what y'all hearing if y'all listening. Look like Stiggs and Nate is having a social moment. Hey, how you doing? How your child doing? How your mama doing? How your aunt doing? Is she still down at the community center? I'm just teasing. So far what I'm hearing is a man trying to have a conversation with his wife. Her daughters are there. Her daughters don't want to hear whatever it is he got to say. They're trying to get they're wanting to leave, and they want their mama to leave with them. The mother seems kind of stuck between two opinions. She kind of want to stay and talk to her husband, but she want to please her daughters and possibly go with them. That's what I'm hearing. Y'all can tell me if that's what y'all are hearing. So let's keep listening, because I'm telling y'all now, there's 17 minutes of it. So if you leave, I understand. You can catch the replay. You cannot. I just want to share this with those who subscribe to me to see what y'all hear in all of this.
I don't want y'all involved. I don't want y'all involved in it. Jazz, I don't want you involved in it.
People tired of this. Like, this shit is very annoying at this point. Nobody cares. Don't grab her. Don't grab her.
Get
Don't
off of me.
grab her.
Get off of me. Come on. She's
This is very annoying.
her dad.
What are you going to do?
Very annoying.
My neighborhood.
What is he going to do?
I'm not.
So what? Get your ass in the car then.
I'm not doing nothing to you. My head's.
Oh God, like seriously, mom, nobody care about this shit for real.
No.
It ain't no nigga, my sister.
Wait.
Nah, who cares? Get in the car, mom. For real, people's tired of this shit. Nobody want to deal with this shit all the time. Hold on. Talk about something. Hold on. You the one that said you wanted to go. Let's go. This is the city you are in. I understand, but this is tiring. Like, nobody finna bring you down because the nigga wanna do all this weird shit. Nobody care about this. This is
Come on, just get in the car.
Mom, you need to take your own advice. Get in the car then. I'm not gonna lie. Nobody wanna deal with this.
I don't want you to be nothing else.
What are you trying to say right now?
I don't want you to be nothing else.
Okay,
besides
so you in
protect
front of
your
my
mama.
face talking about all this. I don't
I don't want
care.
you to
Can
not
you
be
back
nothing.
up?
Wait, Jay. Hold up.
But listen to me, Jazz.
I don't
Damien.
understand why he in my
Jazz,
face.
I'm not
trying to
telling you not to be I'm not telling you not to be a
Damien.
protector
Stuttering,
of
I
your
don't
mama.
care.
Stuttering?
I don't care.
Because they can see it, D. That's
This
what
is
you don't
annoying.
understand.
This is very
She's
annoying.
seen this with her.
She finna
You're
choke
not.
What you
Jay.
say?
You finna choke me?
Choke you?
Jasmine.
I would never touch you.
Right.
D, just move.
Now, for those of you who coming in, the accusations against this man is that he beat his wife somewhere in this recording, and we're still listening, and he also hit her children. So far, what I'm hearing is a man trying to talk to his wife. Her daughters are there. Her daughters want her to leave. They say they don't want to hear that bullshit that he talking. And he is steadily trying to talk to his wife. He probably shouldn't have followed her out. You know, if somebody leave, let them leave. Talk to him later. But so far, I don't hear no licks passed. I hear somebody say, "Why are you trying to choke me?" And he's saying, "I'm not trying to choke you. I ain't got my hands on you. I wouldn't do that." But let's keep listening. Maybe he pop off later. We only about 6 minutes in, so maybe he pop off later.
we can get out. Just move. Because this is what
No. Hold on. This is what you don't understand. This is our conversation.
Okay,
why are they in it?
I was trying to leave you one.
Why are they in it?
You exactly, nigga. You wanted to talk. I'm not gonna lie. You wanted to talk. How many times did you hear her say she don't want to talk? How many times? Like, let's be real. How many times? Grow up. Nobody want to deal with this shit all fucking day. This shit is annoying. Now niggas want to open up the fucking door. That shit's so fucking.
Y'all stop.
That's so childish. Like, damn.
Put it down a little bit. Put the window down.
Now we
put
gonna
the window down.
What the hell is wrong with you? Why are you breaking the fucking doors?
Put it down. Put the window. Put the window down.
What the hell is wrong with you? You crazy as hell.
She didn't say anything, D.
Whoa, you're tripping.
D, she didn't say anything.
Who are you talking to?
Wait, D,
Who?
wait.
Hold on. I swear to God, Mom, I'm not gonna lie.
Don't touch
She
it.
didn't
Don't fucking.
say anything.
Hold on, why you touching my hand?
D,
Oh,
Jasmine.
you're tripping.
D, you're making it worse. She didn't say anything.
I didn't even say that.
D, you were drinking, D. This is not
You fucking
good.
touching my hand?
Oh my
Hold
God.
on. Me, you look like we your fucking size?
You can hear her
Hold on.
face.
Let me tell you something.
Hold
Let me
on.
tell you what you did.
Get out her face.
Hold on. Let me tell you. Let me tell you what the
Bitch, let me fuck
Let
up.
me
Get
tell you what the fuck y'all did last
Get the
time.
fuck out her face.
Let me tell you what the fuck y'all did
Oh
last
my
time.
God. On my sister face.
Don't do this,
What's
D.
wrong with you?
D.
Hold on.
You. Move. You crazy. Baby, I want you to do it. You crazy as the fuck. What are you doing?
You just touched me?
What are you doing?
You just touched me?
Somebody.
So, yeah, they dropping F-bombs, baby. If your ear's sensitive. So, we're about 7 minutes in, and I may not make y'all listen to all 17 minutes. We'll see what happens. I in no way support or defend or make excuses for domestic violence. I don't care who hitting who. If you're having a conversation, you're a grown woman, you have a conversation with your husband. I do not understand why you bring your children over. If you calling your children to come get you, and I have daughters. I have one son and I have two daughters. If you calling your children to come get you, when they're there, go get yourself in the car, drive away. If you're still trying to listen to the person that you're talking to and that person's your husband, you are the mama. Tell your children, get in the car and leave. Nate, you're going to stop talking about PK kids because you know I'm a PK kids and all my children are PK kids. I'm teasing. I am a PK kid. My kids are. The other thing is the children who are 17 and maybe 19, I could be wrong. They just talking to this man. So hard. So hard. Where was the mama to say, that's enough. Get your ass in the car, crank it up and drive off. Let's stop it. And I hear some slapping and hitting and slapping and hitting and slapping and hitting. And then I hear him say, did you put your hands on me? Now, just because a woman hit you don't necessarily mean you need to hit her back at all. Because you're stronger than her and more than likely you can beat her. But women, you're going to have to keep your hands to yourself now. You can't be hauling off hitting men. But anyway, back to it.
Touch me?
Wow, that's crazy.
No, I didn't.
Oh, that's wow.
Get inside now.
Call the cops.
Oh my God.
Call the cops.
Call the cops. You touch me?
Wow.
Y'all put your hands on me.
That's
Wow.
You put your hands on me.
Wow.
Put your hands on me.
I don't even feel good.
D. Oh my God.
You drunk?
You drunk?
Oh my God.
Your mama like a lot of things. The son of you.
Wow.
Oh my God.
You gonna touch me?
Damien, the girls are watching.
You gonna touch me?
No. Damien. Damien.
Hi, I need an emergency at 309 Southwest.
Oh my God, Damien, the girls are watching.
There go the police. Black men, that's why you got to stay in the house. Listen, people. When something jump off, have some discipline, let the people leave. Because as soon as some started, police was called. And who they coming to get?
Southwest. I'm not gonna lie, and it's so, that is so crazy to me.
Damien,
Bro, what is
Damien,
you're scaring my.
What are you doing?
Yo,
Get over it. Stop it.
this is so demonic, Mom. If you leave tonight, I swear to God, I will never fucking forgive you. I swear to God.
Stop it.
I swear to God, Mom. I swear to God. I swear to fucking God.
Let me tell you what.
Are you scared, Mama?
Let me tell you what you fucking done.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. This shit is very crazy.
Why the fuck y'all touching my fucking bag with my shit?
Take your bag. Take all of it. Take your bag.
No, that's my stuff. What are you talking about? No, your stuff is not in there. Look at the girls. Your stuff is not in there.
That's good. That's good. No. Please go away, because you just grabbed me so fucking hard. You just ripped my fucking shirt.
Listen.
Mommy.
Oh, I hear you.
Mommy.
Y'all touch me again.
Yeah.
Touch me
We
again.
touch you? That's, yeah, I'm gonna let you keep on talking.
God damn it. Stop it. I still in this city. Do you understand that? They're coming now. Just let them know what happened.
Okay, Mommy. That's cool, because I got everything on fucking
Let them
recording.
know what happened.
That's cool. That's
Hello.
cool. I got everything on fucking.
Where are they? The ladies.
Let me talk to the lady. Hello, hi. Hi, how are you?
What city are you in?
We're in North Lauderdale.
Okay, is it an apartment or a private house?
It's a house. We're at, I'm sorry. Can you give me a second, because I really can't even talk. 309 Southwest 77th
Hey,
Avenue.
we ain't gonna do no addresses on here. Okay.
And what's the phone number you're calling from?
You can call me back at, what the fuck is my number? You can call me back at what's my number? 954-560. I'm sorry. Can you
Don't
give
do
me a
your
moment, please, so I
phone
can
number,
look at my
honey. Don't
phone?
do it. How can I cover up her phone number? Okay.
Give me a second, please. Give me a second. Yes, 954-560-7755.
Don't do your home. Don't do your phone number.
There's
Okay.
3 kids in the home, 3 girls as well. They're very young. She called us all outside to have a conversation, saying that she's very tired of arguing with him. She's very tired of all these things. Mind you, ma'am, I have everything I'm recording right now, so you could hear if y'all need evidence.
Why did she call her daughters? Listen, people. My daughters are 25 and 21. And I'm going to throw my son in there because he's young too, and 27. If I'm arguing with my husband, I am not going, and I'm not defending in any way domestic violence. Don't nobody run out and say that. Don't nobody. I'm just trying to look at this. Now the wife blames her daughters for this. Yes. Why did she even call them? Why did she call them over? And obviously, you can tell from the beginning of how this started. Now, the man was very calm in the beginning. He said, listen, I'm just trying to have a conversation with my wife. Let me have a conversation with my wife. Yes, this is the William. This, for those who's coming in, this is the William recording. William, I don't know how he got this recording. Allegedly, he got it from the daughters. Allegedly, am I pronouncing that right? Because y'all will get me if I'm not. He called the man and blackmailed the man and said, give me some money or I'm going to play this recording. And the man said to him, and then he said, can I interview you? He asked, could he interview him? Oh, Lord, every time I'm about to be shady, Clyde Pussy, did I say that all out? Clyde Pussy Trash make a donation. She can't charge nothing. Every time I get ready to be shady, she comes right in and catch me. So when William asked the man who allegedly beat his wife and the daughters, the people you're hearing in this recording, he asked them for money and asked them for the interview. And the man basically said, kiss my I ain't giving you nothing. You little fake journalist. You're irrelevant. And then he said he had 3 letters. Okay, he ain't say it. That's what I heard. That was my interpretation of what he said. But anyway, anyway, and I'm not making light of this whole situation because it is. It's terrible. It sounds bad. It sounds like there's a lot of issues in that thing. And here's my thing. The wife had to know that her daughters had an issue with this man before she called them over there. I do not understand why she called them children over to her house. You're my shady conscience. I don't. Clyde, what's so funny is that people in the beef sector think that they don't think I have no kind of shade to me at all. Let's leave it that way. But I don't understand why she called. She's a grown woman. She seems to be somewhere around my age. She's a mature woman with young daughters that's about to go into adulthood. She's on her 2nd marriage. She's a pastor. She holds a position. And I'm not trying to put this woman down. I just don't understand. And y'all can help me in the comments. Why she called her daughters over there. I don't understand at all. At all. Because she had to know that they didn't care for this man, their stepfather. She have to know. You could tell from the jump off they don't care for him. They don't want to hear nothing he got to say. There's been issues before. I do not understand why she didn't call an Uber rather than her daughters. But let's keep on listening.
I got all it all.
Okay, so
I'm sorry, I'm not finished talking. Give me a second. Anyways, we get outside because my mother wants us to come out in the car. He wanted to have a conversation, a regular conversation, I guess. Some conversation, but my mom keeps on repeating. She keeps on repeating that she does not want to have a conversation. She does not feel good. Her voice is already very raspy, probably from yelling at him already. So the conversation was based off the fact that she did not want to talk to him anymore. She was done, and she was going to, take time to be by herself for a while. And we're already staying at my Auntie Betty's house. We're already here at my Auntie Betty's house. So basically, we get outside because my mother says, at least y'all get inside the car while he forces her to have the conversation. So they're doing whatever. My sister sees that he's basically like forcing her to have a conversation. He's touching her by her waist and just doing way too much when she's already telling him, no, I don't want to have a conversation. So basically, ma'am, this man decides to start yelling, saying crazy things to my mother. My sister, of course, defends her mother, says whatever the case. I have everything on recording, on voice recording. He decides to try to break the window of her Mercedes-Benz.
Not the Mercedes-Benz.
The window.
Hold on.
He gets mad.
Hold on.
At this point,
now
we start
I'm pissed. No, I don't want to make light of this. Not the Mercedes-Benz. I'll be busting the windows out of Mercedes-Benz. Again, yeah, maybe. Here's my thing. If it was a domestic dispute, I'm still not going to call. I'm especially not going to call my children over. If I feel like this man is in any way going to harm me, I'm especially not going to call my children over. Yeah, where is Aunt Betty? She should have called her sister. They could have got about it. But so far, they trying to bust the windows out the benzo. So far, it sounds bad. Listen, y'all. I done been in a knockout drag out with my ex. Okay, I ain't saying we were physically fighting, but I'm just saying, we don't win at it. I ain't saying we were physically fighting, and there is no way. And they're his kids. I would have called the kids. Y'all come on over and get me. No. Yeah, them Benz windows are expensive, T-Mac. Shoot, don't be knocking out the windows in the Benzo.
He's in her face. He's in my sister's face. My sister is 19 years old. He's in my sister's face. He's like, what the fuck you just say to me? And da-da-da-da, da-da-da. At this point, it's getting way too much. He's a grown man getting into 19.
What she's leaving out is that her sister hit him. Now, men, you have no right to hit a woman. I tell my son, if a woman hits you, don't hit her back. If a woman hits you in your face, don't hit her back. Call my mama, hit her ass. No, I wouldn't. Yes, I would. But my point is that she's on this phone call. She's leaving out. Cause we heard some hitting. And he said, why'd you put your hands on me? Don't put your hands on me. Now, he should not have followed her out. If the woman wanted to leave and not had a conversation, he should have left her leave. Don't follow her out. Stay in the house. Call her later. She gonna call you. Don't worry about it. She gonna call you later. Just wait it out. But she shouldn't have called those kids over there. And those kids shouldn't have been going back and forth with him. And when he was trying to bust the window, I guess that's when they started hitting his hand. Maybe that's why they was trying to hit his hand. You trying to bust my windows out, I'm probably going to hit your hand too. But let's keep on. We just got a little bit more, y'all.
Year-old girl's face when all we really wanted to do was go home. I have school tomorrow. I just want to go home. I'm 17 years old. First of all, hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Are you at that location now?
Yes, we're all here at the location right now. He grabs me by my shirt. My shirt is ripped up. He grabs me by my shirt.
Were there any weapons involved?
No weapons. No weapons. He just tried to break the window, break the door, everything.
Does anyone have access to any weapons?
He probably does. He smells like liquor in his breath. I'm not even sure, really. You can hear him still yelling. He's just yelling like a fucking bahoon. Like, I don't even really know, to be honest.
My girls versus them girls.
How many people?
I don't even know. I don't even know. What you just said? You said my girls versus who?
Yeah, stop talking.
Either way it goes, man, we're all here still.
Do your thing, homie.
And where is he right now?
He's right here, probably drunk off in his mind. I don't know. He's right here. Just do your thing,
Are you
homie.
guys inside or outside?
No, we're outside. We're all outside.
Clyde
so
messing with you
stupid.
today.
We're all. The whole thing was recorded.
I need to get a description.
We're all.
White, black, or Latin?
He about to hit my mom.
Stop. Move. Move, girls. Move.
What are you doing?
Girls. Stop it. Jasmine.
And finally, the mama saying something. Sorry, I'm screaming at y'all. Finally, the mama saying, "Stop it, girls. Stop it." They out there on the phone with the police, telling them that this black man is drinking. He got liquor on his breath. Maybe he did, but let's see. She's about. Did she call him a buffoon, or did she call him a baboon, or did she call him a bahoon? Anyway, Granny McLies. Let me read what Granny McLies said. Yeah. Grandma Willie, and that's William McCray, y'all. Grandma Willie and those cousins' daughters blew this out of proportion. Because what we were told was the wife got beat and the girls got beat, and they all had to go and get some medical assistance because they were beat. That's what she said. She told the people on the 911, I think he might have been drinking, his breath smelled like alcohol. That's what she said. That's what she told the people. And he yelled in the background, I ain't been drinking. And that's when he came back out there. But yeah, this, and even people in Larry Reed's, sorry for all the noise, y'all. I'm moving about. Even the people in Larry Reed's comments when he said, should I interview them? They were saying, she went back to him after he beat her. I haven't seen any evidence. And again, don't y'all say that I'm for domestic violence, because I'm not at all. Don't you put your hands on folk. But I ain't really seen no beating yet. I haven't seen no beating yet. I mean, I heard some hitting, but I think the girls kind of hit him. They said he grabbed the wife. I believe that, and you shouldn't do that. I don't know. Let's listen.
Listen. I didn't even do that. There's too many people out here now. Stop it.
Oh,
Stop
so
it.
much people? What happened? Ain't no smoke?
Stop it.
What happened?
Stop it.
Ain't no smoke?
Jasmine.
What happened, my G? What happened, my G?
Stop it.
Ain't no smoke? What happened, my G?
This is so embarrassing. Stop it.
What happened, my G?
Okay, Mom. The girls are right there. Stop
What
it.
happened, my G?
Okay, Mom. Y'all get in the car. It's
Oh,
all
okay.
right.
Hold on. You want
Okay,
that?
Mom.
Huh?
I don't care what you do with this.
Oh,
Jasmine, come on.
Okay, Mom.
People, stop it. People, stop it.
Tell him goodbye.
Okay. I didn't know. Y'all, I'm hearing this for the first time with y'all. The baby crying is his daughter. I think the little girl is 10 years old, and it's his daughter. All of this is going on in front of the children. Not only her children who are teenagers, one of them might be 18, 19. I know they say one is 17. But his baby, I don't know how many kids he have, but I know the 10-year-old was there. That's his child that's crying. His child. Now, Nate's going to disagree with me on something that I'm about to say. And you can tell he's getting mad right here. I think this is where the hitting went on. But the hitting went on after she called the police, not before. But it doesn't matter. He shouldn't have raised his hand. I think we're going to keep on listening. There's about, about 3 minutes left. Church people, as y'all all know, everyone in here, I think, at some point went to church. A few of us are preachers' kids. I was married to a preacher. My 3 kids, their dad, that's a preacher. Things happen. We have problems like everybody else. Like any and everybody else, we have problems. We have arguments. There's a lot of pressure on us. And so emotions get high. Let me get to what I'm trying to get to so carefully. And Nate gonna disagree with me. If you black folks from the church don't start going to some professional counseling, I swear to Bob. These people need some counseling. And I'm not judging them because I've been in therapy. I had a therapy appointment on Saturday. God is my witness. I had a therapy appointment on Saturday. I do therapy. Professional therapy. If in May of last year I had to have surgery, I did not go to my pastor or my bishop for him to cut my shoulder and take that cyst out of it. I went to a professional, to a real doctor, to do it. If when I had my gallbladder out, I didn't go to my pastor. I went to a real doctor that specializes. We need, pastor, pray. Let me say this also. I remember in 2016 when my daughter had surgery, a major surgery. That neurosurgeon looked in my mama's eyes and she said, she didn't even know she didn't know my mama was a preacher. She didn't know who we was. She just knew she was a surgeon. And she said, after she finished explaining to her what was going to need to be done, and this was going to be, this could be a 16-hour surgery. It could take anywhere from 10 hours to 16 hours. And I could not speak, at the time to make a decision. Thank goodness my parents were there. And she said to my mama, you pray, I do the surgery. So I say, when you have issues like this, let pastor and them pray. Because that's what they specialize in. Let them pray. Because prayer fixes things. And you go to a professional therapist. Check them out, research them, make sure they ain't atheists if you need to. Because these are pastors. These people you hear in this video are pastors. But they need a professional to come in and resolve these issues that they're having. They're trying to have these talks and they're not equipped. They're not trained. They're not, they don't have the tools to get past what it is they need to get past. And now it's in a mess. You got the stepchildren, don't like the stepfather. The mother is obviously, she loved the man. It's a whole mess here. It's a whole mess here. But let me read what y'all saying and then we'll finish the little bit that's left. Where his child come from, how many children he got. You too, Northern, be talking about some children. Let's see. Jesus is what they need. Yeah, well, they got Jesus. Listen, Nate. Me and you have had this argument before. I believe that Jesus left us here on earth with all the tools that we need. We just don't use the tools. I believe that he gave psychologists and therapists and counselors the tools and blessed them with education so that they can help us when we get in binds like this. Let's see. let me see what Cly said. That's why she didn't call anyone that could truly help. She didn't want anyone to know they're having problems, but it wasn't the responsibility of her girls to come to the rescue. Absolutely. No, please don't bring them into this. The church is their counseling. Usually some of the other pastors who just as bad off, full of bad advice. T-Mac, that's the doggone. Ooh, that couldn't be more truer. The wife's sister probably already broke them up from fighting through before the sis probably told her to leave, and now the wife trying to keep her sis out of ongoing mess. True. And Nate is still saying no, they don't. The pastor talking about GD and got Jesus. Hell no. Now Nate. Do you got Jesus? Okay, I ain't gonna. I argue with you offline, Nate. But there was a situation. You don't just up one day and have problems. Marriage go through problems. I know this. I was with my kid's dad. We were married for 20 some odd years before one day I woke up and had an epiphany and left. Because and nothing so much wrong with him, and nothing. Well, there was a lot wrong with me, but nothing so much wrong with him. He was a great provider. He lived what he said when he preached in that pulpit, but he was angry, and I can kind of relate to him to this man because this guy was also in the military and also saw extreme battle. Saw some warfare in the military. So did my kid's daddy, my ex. So both of them suffer from post-traumatic, that post-traumatic thing where they probably have some anger issues. So he did have anger issues. So one time we called ourselves going to the pastor and his wife to sit down and talk about our issues. This was a long time ago. I mean, real life. This was like 2001, 2002. And we got to talking to them, and we all talking and everything. And me and him, when we left, he said, you want to go by and get some coffee and donuts? I was like, sure. Because when we got there, we weren't talking on the ride there, but on the ride back, now we want to go and have some coffee and donuts. Not because they helped us, but when we sat down, we was like, they got worse problems we got. They worse off than we are. We realized we made it 10 more years because we realized our marriage wasn't as bad as we thought. So we had 10 more good years together because of sitting down and talking to them and realizing, good gracious, woo, they need some counseling. And that couple that we ended up talking to, they're not together anymore. In fact, he's remarried. He's still a pastor and he's remarried to somebody else. Get some professional counseling, y'all, is what I'm saying. Nate don't agree with me, but get some professional counseling. And you ain't never heard me use GD. Well, just because you don't use GD don't mean you don't use some other stuff. Don't judge them people because they sin, because you feel like they well, let me put the quote right. Nate, don't judge those people because their sin is different from yours. That's all I'm going to say. Let me see what y'all saying. I had an epiphany. I did. I'm telling all my business. I'm probably going to get dragged for it. I woke up one day and I was looking at TV and Chrisette Michelle was singing Epiphany on I think it was the Jay Leno show, one of them night shows. And I woke up and I was looking at it. TV was on. And two things came to me. Number one, I wanted a Mercedes. Number two, I ain't want to be married to him no more. That is the guy. That is the truth. I got that Mercedes and I left him. What else y'all saying? Right, go to the therapist and get the root of the problem and then take it to God so he can kill it at the root. Woo! KC, I can tell you, listen, I ain't going to tell who your daddy was, that bishop. But I could tell you I could tell that's your daddy with what you just said. Let me read that again. Right, go to the therapist and get to the root of the problem. Then take it to God so he can kill it from the root. Not the pastor for counseling. Pray for this. Absolutely. Absolutely. Sheridan. I can't read today. Yeah, definitely need to pray for them. Definitely. And there can be some healing. I've lived 51 years old, so I've seen a lot of things. There could be healing in this situation. Definitely. Stop laughing at me, Lorraine Boykin. There's more to that story, Clyde, about that Mercedes. When I left, he took that joker. I had to go to court to get it back. Listen, y'all. I'm telling all my business. I'm telling all my business. I stayed a little while longer after I bought it. What is it? I'm in the banking business, not the judgment business, and I am not a pastor. This is what Nate's saying. Supposed to be an example, so-called fraud and taking the Lord's name in vain. I agree. I'm with you. I'm with you. We have to have some discipline. We can't be like Peter. Peter went over there to their people after he done told Jesus, I ain't never gonna deny you, Jesus. Not me. You tripping, Jesus. I ain't. After you done let me get out in the boat and walk on water, you bid me to come, Jesus. You my homeboy. We I ain't gonna forsake you. As soon as she got around them people and they said, Jesus, he said, hell no. You know that nigga? I ain't never known that nigga. Peter had a problem. So we get mad in the church. And then Jesus told Peter, upon this rock, I built my church. After he had told Peter, put your knife down, cutting folks' ears off. Now I got to attach folks' ears back to their head. You done cut the man's ear off. You done cuss the folk out. Now you done cut the man's ear off. But I guess we, unlike Peter, got to be perfect. Let's finish this video.
Bye.
I don't give a fuck, nigga. Like, what's wrong with you?
What? And what? Oh my God. And what? And what, nigga? And what, nigga? I don't give a fuck.
That shit don't scare me, pussy ass nigga.
Hold on, was he saying, and what, nigga? Hold on, that made me hit the wrong button. He's like, and what, nigga? They get real. Hold on, I hope I ain't got to start this thing over. Oh, we're gonna just go to what the part we was on.
Come on, we never touched you, you liar. We never touched you, you liar. It's okay. I got everything on recording. I don't give a fuck. It's okay. He hit me. My girl. He damn near pulled my fucking shirt. Like, and I was leaving. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Freaking daughter. That's cool. And it's so sad, dog. That's cool. That's cool. No, sir. My sister and I, her kids, we don't live here. We've been left when all this shit happened. We've been left.
What happened? You didn't see your mom before. And she said she
piece of shit.
I'm getting my daughter.
Oh, now you getting your daughter. They don't want to go with you. Yeah, you know she told the truth, pussy.
Record it.
Yeah, just record it. Yeah, I said record it.
Okay, so that's the whole thing. Oh, Clyde, I stayed for a little while long. It was all good. I had a plan. I had to save up to get out of there, child. I had to save me a few coins. I had been a stay-at-home mama for 12 years. I ain't have a whole lot, but tell you what, it didn't take me long to get where I'm at now. But listen, I ain't here to tell my life story. And he wasn't a bad guy. One of y'all talked about it. They'd tell you I cussed you right now. I'm just playing. He's a good guy. We just life. Life hits you. I don't know why people think that because you get saved, because you get filled with the Holy Ghost, because you get married, because you did everything. When I met him, he was a good deacon in the church. We did everything right. We courted for 4 months. He asked me to marry him, and after this, about the 8th or 9th month, we got married. We didn't fornicate. I know it's fornicate. We didn't fornicate, and we was doing pretty good. But life hits you. Things happen, even to the church folk. First child we had is autistic. I'm only seeing him 6 or 7 months out of the year because he's military. And then once we got adjusted to all that, we did pretty good. Like I said, after we went to see that, and I'm going to get back to them arguing in a minute. After we went to see those pastors and saw that they had some real problems and we really didn't have no problems, we did pretty good for another, I guess, 10 years. But what happened was when he retired from the military and I had to see him every day, he wasn't the problem. The problem was, getting used to not seeing him. I might see him 3 months and then he get deployed or get an assignment and he gone for a month and he come back for 2 months, he gone for a month. But when I had to see that joker every day, like I go to work and I come back and you still here, that became a problem. And I married him very young. I was 21 when I married him and he was 28. He's 7 years older. Yeah, 21, 28, something like that, because he's 7 years older than me. I just woke up one day, like I said, Epiphany, and said, I'm bored. I don't want to be a preacher's wife. I don't want all these restrictions. But anyway, that's my story. But things happen. You have stressors in marriage. I don't care whether you saved or not. You could be a super saved, super duper saved saint, and you're still gonna have stressors. But I just think that this couple needs some therapy. I think that the wife needs to learn how to keep her daughters out of her personal issues. Yeah, Didi, I was like, you ain't got nowhere to go. You ain't got nowhere to go at all. At all, nowhere. Besides to the next place where you're invited to preach. That's it. That's all we went. We did soccer. We did cheerleading. All the events that my kids were in, and we went to church. And ain't nothing wrong with going to church, but I had needed a little bit more. But anyway. But yeah, there are a lot of stressors on marriage, even for saved folk. And, you have to learn how to work through those. And sometimes that means that you ain't got it all and you don't know it all. And you can go sit down with some professionals and they can give you some tools to say, hey, you got a blended family here. He has children that's not by you. You have children that's not by him. Y'all are blending a family. The girls are older. They obviously have a relationship with their dad. They probably don't like the attention or that's given to the new. It could be a lot of stuff. This man obviously have some anger issues. He needs some anger management. He needs to go get his VA benefits and work out that, what's the initial? PSTD, post-traumatic PTSD. And so many things. There's so many things in this. So I'm not judging this family at all. I think that they could be healed and be an example. And I think that they, at some point, can help some other folk. Because, people are shocked at how much of friends that I am with my ex. I mean, we're friends. I mean, he's like a cousin to me now. I never remarry him unless the Lord say different. I don't see the Lord saying different. Lord don't say different. But yeah, he got therapy. I got therapy, and we're better parents to our kids. Well, they're grown now. But anyway, let's see. Nate Carter said, every time I hear that story about you and Rev, I mentally recall the scenario from Whitney Houston's with her mom on the phone. Mama telling her to stay with him. He's a good man. What was that woman's name? He's a good man. Let's see. Preachers are held to a higher standard, and preachers' kids are held to a higher standard. And it's in the pressure of that. The pressure of that is, I should write a book or just do a page on that. The pressure, the unnecessary pressure of that is undescribable. And that's me saying it as a preacher's kid and as a preacher's wife. Yeah, Savannah. He's a good man, Savannah. A good man. Honey, I lost all my friends when I left him. All my friends. I had to make all new friends. Nate was one of my new friends. I had to make all new friends. Because all them jokers from the church ain't talk to me no more. Anyway, where was I at? Mm-hmm. I love you back, Didi. I love you back. But anyway. Let's see. What I miss. Yeah, the church kind of want to run. They kind of want to. They in your business as much as you allow them to be in your business. I think that sometimes church folk like leadership, or people in general people in general, whether they're in the church or out of the church, people like leadership. And people always think they're more important if they're closer to the leader. So a lot of times what I found was that people would try to give you their business or put you in their business so they can feel like they're closer to you. But you can be, you know, because we were military, we moved a lot. We was members of a lot of churches. We weren't no church hoppers now. We're no church hoppers. But because we moved, you know, you move from Virginia to Texas, you can't go to that church no more because you're in Texas now. And what I had always kind of joined the church, did whatever I could, you know, use my talents and my gifts or whatever it was, but I mind my business and kept folks out of my business because I wasn't interested in getting close to the leader. But a lot of times people put themselves in that position, and you have some leaders that take advantage of it. And I think that's what happened, if that makes any sense. Hugo said, no, Ms. Cruiser, pastors have to be under pressure. They are responsible for their members walking closer to Christ. Absolutely. I'm not saying they should not. But here's my thing. This would make it easier. Get up, give the folk the word, and trust the Holy Spirit. Oh, I got me a super chat. Praise the Lord. Thank you. This is the first. I don't know how to act. This is the first time I ever got a super chat over here. I don't know how to act. Thank you, sweetie. I'm going to speak some blessings on you. Casey, who your daddy is, I bet you did. Thank you again for the super chat. I really appreciate that. I know that for us, we on holidays, we have to go out of town so that we can enjoy my parents without getting a lot of visitors, a lot of phone calls, because sometimes people don't have the respect that this is your elder or your reverend or your minister, but they also have a family and a life. But yeah, I wish that people would get, I need to get me a super chat song. Let me go over here and steal Duchess Kelly Love, his super chat song. Yeah, it's just so many things I could go into. I know I'm jumping from place to place, but there's so many things. I don't know, and I listened to this for the first time with y'all. Listening to this brought up a whole lot of thoughts and feelings for me. But listen, your pastors is not responsible for making sure you live holy or giving you your convictions. Your pastor is to teach the word, teach and preach the word. Everything else is up to you. It's just like I'm a leader on my job, but I'm not one of those leaders that hoover over people. I don't micromanage. You know your job. Once I send you your assignment, I'm not going to go behind you to make sure it's done. I'm not going to leave it open in my queue to go back and check and make sure it's done. I trust the people who work with me. I trust my coworkers. And I'm using that as an example. Trust the God in you when you're preaching, and trust the God in your people. And what they decide to do is up to them. We can't be giving all these Didi, I got triggered a little bit too. I got triggered a little bit, just a little bit. You can't, you're not God over them, you're their pastor. You're not their Holy Ghost, you're their pastor. You know, you're not the one that's telling them, you know, what's right and wrong. And I'm going to say this, and I'm going to leave this alone, because this is the longest live I think I ever did. I got a super chat, y'all. I don't know how to act. The first, now on my other channel, I have another channel, y'all. On my other channel, I did get super chatted over there. Content creator evaluator was the first one gave me a super chat over there, but this is the first one on this channel, child. But yeah, y'all take some of that pressure off your pastors. You know, take some of the pressure off your pastors. They're human, and they have children, and they're dealing with their children, and they're dealing with issues, and they're dealing with some of the issues that you have. You have a mortgage, they have a mortgage. You know, your children cut up, they children cut up. Just the difference is, soon as they children cut up, y'all looking at they children worse than what your children did, because you think by some type of magic that their children should be have less issues than yours. Sometimes their children have more issues than yours, because people is constantly watching them. They can't catch a break. You know, whatever issues you have, they have. You know, if you have some issues in the bedroom, they probably have some issues in the bedroom, because they're human. God didn't take the human out of them because they became pastors. But anyway. I'm having said all that, I will say this. William McRae, you blew that way out, because that man wouldn't give you that interview, and for some reason you want that woman to quit her job, and she shouldn't. It wasn't as bad as William McRae said it, but it was bad. But it wasn't nobody beat down into the hospital. There's 22 people in here. One device is saying there's 62 people in here, and one device is saying 22. But however many of us is in here, I'm asking all of you to say a prayer for this family and for this marriage, because they definitely need some help. And them girls need to calm down. Them girls need to calm down. He needs some anger management, and she needs to learn how to handle her stuff without pulling her children in. She said, Sister Williams is messy. I'm messy. How Sir King said, messy. But anyway, that's all I have. Hold on. Let me clear my eyes up. Thank you, Georgia Guardian. Thank you. I got me another super. I don't know how to act. I don't know how to act at all. I don't know how to act. Thank you. I appreciate it. And may the Lord bless you. I ain't gonna buy no Ciroc with y'all money. I promise. I won't. Anyway, I'm silly, y'all. Don't pay me no attention. I'm silly. But what singer? I gotta sing. Sticks, girl, you know I direct and can't sing. I'm a DJ, but I can't sing. I can direct. I'm like Kirk Franklin. I could direct the heck out of a choir, but I like Kirk Franklin. I can't sing. So I'm gonna just have to say thank you. They don't pass around the offering plates. What's that song? Give it in Jesus' name. Okay, I just sang. All right. Let me get off of here. I have held y'all long enough. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate it so much. And I look forward to the comments. The comments is probably the best part of doing any type video or live. Is going back and reading the comments. I love the comments. Y'all are funny as all get out. So thank y'all for sharing. I started out kind of okay with it. Now I'm gonna be deep in thought from all that I hear. I pray that y'all don't get too triggered from hearing this, because it got a little rough at the end, especially when the baby started crying. But I'm praying that God restores. Oh, y'all showing out. Thank you. I appreciate it, Hugo. Y'all showing out. Let me go before y'all make me cry. Before I go. Y'all know I'm old apostolic Pentecostal. I'll face the wall and do a dance. Start shouting. So thank you, everyone. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Please hit that like button if you haven't. And let's see what we're going to do tomorrow. I'm off this week, y'all. I'm supposed to be on a cruise. I was supposed to go to New Orleans on Saturday. And we were supposed to get on the cruise on Monday. And the group that I was going with, they did go to New Orleans and they did get on that cruise, but I couldn't get on that cruise for two reasons. One was I started thinking about if there was an outbreak on that cruise, I don't know. I wouldn't have been able to stand it. Like if they would have had to quarantine us and that 6-day cruise would have turned into 14 days, I would have lost my mind. As much as I love cruising, I don't want to be stuck on nowhere. And then thank you so much, y'all. And then the second reason is, one of my babies, without going into too much detail, one of my babies, and my children are 20, I say my babies, y'all, but they're 27, 25, and 21. But my baby, my youngest baby, the youngest, started a new medication. And even though she's fine, she's okay. Right now, I just didn't want to be that far away from her. I just couldn't wrap my mind being that far away from her. Right now, I'm not even able to go 2 hours up the street from her. Guess what I did? I went and got me some counseling. I talked to my therapist about it Saturday. I told her, I said, I wake up worried, I go to sleep worried, something wrong with me. Get this straightened out. Talk to your therapist, y'all. Y'all church folks don't like to be honest. When you got an issue, you are not a super saint. Tell somebody, look, I know God ain't giving me the spirit of fear, but this COVID did. Be honest with your stuff so you can get some help. What KC said, go to the therapist so you can get to the root of the problem, and then you take it to God so you can root it out. Oh, I like that. I like that so much. But thank y'all. Y'all don't forget to pray for that family. Pray for Ron. If I don't know whether y'all saw my video on my other channel, check out my other channel. Ronnie Wilson, which is the brother of the Gap band Charlie Wilson. In fact, he was one of the founders of the Gap band. He was one of the members. 3 brothers. It was Charlie, Ronnie, and Robert. And the only one left living now is Charlie Wilson. Y'all know Charlie Wilson, Uncle Charlie. His brother passed on yesterday. And his brother, what I did not know when I was looking at his brother's passing was that he was a praise leader at a church from 2007 on up to he passed away. And y'all know, I don't know if y'all been to a Charlie Wilson concert. Y'all good Christian folks, so y'all ain't like me. Y'all don't be going down to these concerts. But I went to a Charlie Wilson concert, and let me tell you something. Charlie Wilson gonna give you some church, baby. He gonna give you his testimony. He gonna give you a church song, and he gonna shout for you. But anyway, so those boys obviously had some affiliation with the church. But anyway, I'm rambling. Y'all know I could talk all day. They were raised in church. I'm going to have to go look that up. I did not know that, but I know it now. But anyway, thank y'all so much. Y'all have a good day. Keep yourself safe. This is Miss Cruiser 2. Please like, share, and subscribe.